Hello everyone, it's Glenn from Glenn's Garage. Let me show you what I got working on right now. Everything's been kind of quiet, so I haven't posted anything in a while. I do appreciate those of you that have checked out my other videos. This video happens to be for the 2012 Volvo C70 T5, the convertible that I bought just about a year ago. Had the starter apparently go out. That's what we're checking right now. So let me give you a rundown on where we're at. So what we've got is I was able to get the airbox housing out, and I didn't record that, but I'll give you an idea of what we did. I took out the air cleaner module. Didn't really need to do that, but you can if you want. I wanted to check it anyway. When I did pull it out, I found an interesting thing. It's all clean now, but when I did pull it out, here's what I found down here on the airbox. Is, see, there's a little residual oil there. Okay, so we're like, eh. And by the way, other videos, I was able to get the airbox out without kind of bumping or knocking or messing around with the ECU. I didn't have a shorty socket, so getting the T30, these are T30 Torx bits, that one and this one that are in the bottom, I couldn't get my ratchet into because it's such a short space between there and the radiator housing. So I was able to finagle it without bumping or damaging the ECU, at least as far as we know. But it was about a 5-minute process, maybe 10 to get the airbox out. You just have to be kind of diligent with it. But when I pulled the air, I find out where the opening is. There it is. When I pulled the air cleaner, the air filter out in the housing, I saw a little bit of oil down there in the bottom. And it was residing right in here where the snorkel goes in. What it turns out is there's no oil coming anywhere. You know, the filter didn't have anything in it. There's a little weep hole right here for water at the bottom of it in case the car were to get underwater. You can see the oil there. And that actually is coming from the oil filter housing. And when I was under the car trying to knock the starter free, I noticed that there's been a pretty big oil leak, so I'm gonna have to take a look into that. Started off with pulling off the turbo inlet over the engine air pipe, the air inlet pipe to the turbo from the mass airflow sensor, and this is the little snorkel that goes right in the front. I'll show you out on the car in a minute. I also have, this is the other part of the snorkel. This was the bottom part that had a little bit of oil on it. I think I cleaned it up. Yeah, I think I might have cleaned that one up. So that's there. And then this part right here, that actually is the cover for the ECU. It just snaps in, as you can tell, a couple small little snaps right there. Snaps right in. So all you need to do is get your fingers underneath it from the bottom while the airbox is still in the car and lift it back up, and that gives you access to the ECU. So let's go out and take a look at the car. As you can tell, another beautiful day up here. Sunny Southern California. For those of you that are getting ready to travel or have already traveled into other parts of the country or maybe even other parts of the world, a very happy holidays to you going into Thanksgiving. Hope everyone in and around your circle is doing well, is happy, healthy, and safe. And here we are to the old Caro. All right, so this is what we're dealing with, the starter right there. There's the oil filter housing. In a previous video, I was able to demonstrate or show that this is the diaphragm that you can actually get that aftermarket part for. So if you have that squealing, if you want to go and check that video out, I'll probably never figure out how to link a video down in the description, but maybe when I do. But otherwise, I've got one in there. I was able to do it without removing the air box, okay? I was able to get in there with just a double check it. I used a small putty knife. Was able to get that started. That cap comes off. There's this rubber diaphragm in there that had split, so it was making like a whining and whirring noise. And also what it was is allowing the emission control system and the oil evaporator system, the circulation, air circulation, to get past it. And by doing so, it increases crankcase air pressures in the crankcase, and then it will actually start to blow, obviously, main seals, rear seals, cam seals, things like that. So we got that out. So here is my current dilemma. I was under the car. As we can tell, there is some sort of oil leak going on for the air filter housing. I'm not quite sure whether it just happens to be, you know, we're kind of right, almost close to an oil change, but I believe it has been leaking for quite some time. So I'll have to check with some other folks to see if that housing needs to come off, if there's a gasket to it or whatever, clean it up or whatnot. But here is my nemesis right here. As we can tell, this is looking pretty ratty. So we're going to go ahead and get, battery's already disconnected, actually out charging right now. These are to the two ECU clips that were easily taken out, and I'll go ahead and show you when they do. Hose clamp. These are the three prongs that hold the airbox in. There's one there, there's one there, and there's that guy right there. Oh, there's also, sorry, there's that one right there. I don't think that one has one in it. But the airbox actually just wiggles, wiggle, wiggle, and it'll slowly release from the manifold area. And then we basically move it slowly, jiggle it, wiggle it out, right out the side of the car, and we're able to access the starter. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on this part. This is holding, let's see, where is it? Yep. That is holding this power cable on. That's power connect. So we'll do that. Here obviously is the negative side. And then we will locate the nuts for the starter, which may be like there underneath that. I hope not. And down there, I think there might only be two. I was up underneath it a couple of weeks ago checking it out. But that might be what we're looking at. But let me get the power disconnected first. Oh, never mind. Here they are. It looks like, wait, there's one here and there's one there. But those look like they hold this part of the starter. So that looks like this front part of the starter housing, but this is a bolt hole. This is a bolt hole. Although I don't see a bolt here, so that must just be a pin. Where's that, dude? There it is. So I don't know if something's missing from there. We'll have to check it out. And then this one over here is probably a bolt that holds the starter on. And then once I get these wires cleared, we'll be able to check it out a little bit farther. So let me get to work on that and see what there is in terms of getting the starter disconnected from the transmission. Then we'll go bench test it. So for now, that's a rundown on where we're at. Just go back and check loose. There's another video I did on this, these manifold bolts again, and I can tell you as I was down in here, sorry for the light. Let's see if I can get a light bulb on. Probably not going to be able to get it. But I do have a few more loose manifold bolts. Oops, there goes the battery box again. Keep crunching that. And I'll go ahead and tighten those down as well. And there's an earlier video on those, so where are they? They're those guys. And they can loosen up, and then they start making this awful, horrible noise. Turbo inlet from the airbox, and other than that, it's fine. I have the cover off right now, and so everything's good there. Changed the plugs a while ago. So let's get this starter off and go from there.